Welcome back, my legends, or as Maggie would say,
a syndicate dog.
And today, unfortunately, I'm going to discuss how sadly Mad Maggie is alive. And it looks like she's going to be the season 12 legend, despite everybody kind of wanting another so-called dead legend to return, or maybe even Bangalore's brother, since, you know, he was kind of emphasized a lot this season, but instead we're going to get Maggie. Now, for the people wondering how she's alive, if in season 8 we saw her fall to her death, well, in her text bubble she says Kite Kat Ano, which basically translates to I'll see you again. So it looks like the writers were planning to bringing her back and making her a legend. The problem is that not a lot of people wanted her to come back. Now, for the people wondering how exactly did she survive, well, we don't really know. Maybe one of her soldiers caught her mid-air, just like how in Star Wars Anakin caught Obi-Wan. So once her group Grand Download saved Maggie, it looks like they went back to Salvo to start their operation to liberate Salvo from Syndicate influence. But it's very clear that once Maggie was back home, she was making the situation a lot worse. According to the Grand Magistrate, Maggie committed 18 counts of rioting and 9 counts of raiding transport ships, or what Maggie will call peaceful protest. And so because of Maggie's actions, it looks like the Grand Magistrate was in a lot of pressure by the people on top to do something about Maggie. And so because of this, it looks like he had no choice but to work with Duardo Silva. Now this will explain a lot, especially towards the end of the cinematic. But all you have to know for now is because of Duardo's connections and spies, they were able to locate Maggie, which I like to think he got this intel from Lifeline's parents, because for those of you who don't know, in season 9 it's kind of hinted that Charisse Shea, Lifeline's mom, and Duardo Silva are now working together, and since it was Lifeline's mom that helped Sandringham Kelly become the supreme ruler of Salvo by ensuring their power with the help of the Syndicate, and because Mad Maggie was once one of the former warlords before the Syndicate took over, and because of Mad Maggie's popularity and, you know, reputation to be extreme, it only makes sense that they'll do everything to get rid of her. And so once they found Maggie's location, I like to think that they relayed this information to Duardo, which then relayed to the magistrate, which then, according to them, they were able to arrest Mad Maggie in the city of Pagos. Now you're probably wondering, what is the city of Pagos? What is the Syndicate Council? What position of power does the magistrate have? And why would the Shays help Duardo if he tried to kill him in season 7? Well, this is what you call Apex lore, which is basically them not explaining anything and leaving it up for interpretation, which is the nice way of saying they have no idea. And so the next scene, we see that Maggie's on trial for her crimes, which is very fitting of the Syndicate, that the way the justice system works is that there's no trial by juries. Basically, does the judge or the Syndicate have a reason to put you in jail or execute you? And as much as people would like to think that Maggie was not having a fair trial, the irony of the whole situation is that Maggie, when you look at all the stuff she's done, is actually guilty. And I'll make this into a separate video, but Mad Maggie does not understand that all she has done by causing all this trouble back in Salvo is that she's made the Syndicate look like the good guys, because now they can justify all their actions by saying that they're protecting the people of Salvo from people like her. Ironic, the person that wants to save Salvo is the one that's doomed it the most. And so the last thing I want to talk about is, why did Duardo Silva, or Octane's dad, save Mad Maggie? Well, the answer is kind of simple, because I think he saw how much she hated the Syndicate that she was willing to blow up innocent people just to get back at the Syndicate. And so because of this, I think he realized that she's more valuable alive than she is dead, because in his eyes he can use her as a pawn. And so because of the favor he did to the magistrate helping him locate Mad Maggie, I like to think that he persuaded him to put Maggie in the games as a front that this could be her punishment, and also bring the Syndicate viewership to the Apex games by making the people at the Outlands watch what happens to her. But in reality, I think Duardo's just betting that Mad Maggie is going to do something to either embarrass the Syndicate, or better yet, make it where people start to like Maggie and start realizing that maybe her cause to free Salvo is not that crazy. Whatever happens, it's very clear that Duardo just wants the Syndicate to look bad. And the last piece I want to connect is, how does this relate to the whole season 11 teaser? Well, I like to think that Mad Maggie actually escaped after this event. They chased her down, she flies over the planet Gia, they shut her down, and she jump drives over to Olympus, where she's now playing in the Apex games. And yeah, my legends, that'll do it for this video. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.